This Lincoln was so over-engineered, the company lost money on every single sale. Another was so advanced, it sent Cadillac into full-blown panic mode. From luxury coupes that could outrun European sports sedans to SUVs that redefined American luxury, Lincoln has built some of the most legendary cars in automotive history. These are the 10 greatest Lincolns ever made. First up at number 10 is the 1936 Lincoln Zephyr. How do you save a luxury car brand during the Great Depression? Well, you build a car that looks futuristic, drives like a dream, and doesn't cost a fortune. That's exactly what the Lincoln did with the 1936 Zephyr. At the time, Lincoln's flagship Model K was struggling. It was too expensive for most buyers, and the demand for ultra-luxury cars had dried up. The Zephyr was the answer. A sleek, more affordable luxury car that still carried Lincoln's prestige. It was Lincoln's first car with unit body construction, which meant that the frame and the body were fused together for extra strength and a smoother ride. Under the hood was a compact 4.4-liter V12, delivering power with surprising fuel efficiency, something almost unheard of in the luxury market at the time. But what really made the Zephyr stand out was its styling. It looked like something straight from the future, with flowing aerodynamic lines, integrated headlights, and a streamlined shape that set it apart from everything else on the road. In its first year, it made up 80% of Lincoln's total sales, and basically saved the company. Inside, it didn't cut corners either. Premium leather seats, wood trim, and chrome accents gave it the same high-end feel as pricier models, making it a luxury car that was both stylish and practical. Lincoln eventually dropped the Zephyr name after World War II, but its impact was undeniable. Next up at number 9, the 1984 Lincoln Mark VII LSC. By the 1970s, Lincoln was known for building massive, chrome-heavy land yachts. Big, plush cars designed more for floating down the highway than carving through corners. But by the 1980s, buyers wanted something different. They wanted a luxury car with performance. Then came the luxury sports coupe. Built on the same Fox platform as the Mustang, the Mark VII LSC was a total change from Lincoln's past. It had a sleek, aerodynamic design with hidden headlights, minimal chrome, and a sloping roofline that gave it a sportier stance. Under the hood was the same 5.0-liter V8 found in the Mustang GT. Over the years, Lincoln kept tweaking the engine, increasing output from an estimated 140 horsepower to 225 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. The result? A Lincoln that could hit 60 miles per hour in under 8 seconds, faster than many luxury sedans of the time. But performance wasn't the only selling point. It was one of the first American cars to feature an electronically controlled air suspension, which adapted to driving conditions for a smooth yet controlled ride. It also introduced America's first four-wheel anti-lock braking system, premium leather seats, a JBL audio system, and power everything made it feel just as luxurious as a traditional Lincoln. Next, at number 8, the 1956 Continental Mark II. In the 1950s, American cars were all about chrome, fins, and over-the-top styling. But the Continental Mark II, it went in the complete opposite direction. Ford had set out to build the finest personal luxury car in the world, and they didn't hold back. The Mark II had a long, sleek body with clean lines and minimalist detailing. Inside, it was a masterpiece. The seats were wrapped in hand-stitched Scottish leather. The dashboard featured genuine wood trim, and the exterior was finished with a multi-coat hand rubber lacquer process that made each car feel like a custom creation. Its 6.0-liter V8 produced roughly 285 horsepower, giving it the kind of power that made highway cruising feel like floating on air. The suspension was tuned for a plush, comfortable ride, and features like automatic windows, climate control, and a premium audio system made the cabin feel incredibly advanced for the time. However, all of this premium craftsmanship came with a steep price tag, nearly $10,000 when new, which would be over $122,000 today. Next up at number 7, the 1998 Lincoln Navigator. Back in the 1990s, luxury SUVs didn't really exist. Full-size SUVs were simply rugged family haulers, until the Lincoln Navigator changed everything. Built on the Ford Expedition platform, Lincoln transformed it into a high-end SUV with real luxury. A powerful 5.4-liter V8 producing 230 horsepower gave it strong performance, but its bold grille, chrome accents, and premium finishes made it an instant status symbol. Inside, Lincoln went all out. Plush leather seats, wood trim, and a premium sound system turned the cabin into a first-class experience. Three-row seating made it as comfortable as a high-end sedan, while a 30-gallon fuel tank and available four-wheel drive made it road trip ready. The Navigator was an immediate success, outselling Cadillac for the first time in decades. Cadillac scrambled to respond with the rushed first-generation Escalade, but the Navigator had already set the standard. It created the luxury SUV segment, paving the way for the SUV-dominated market that we see today. Now at number 6, the 1969 Lincoln Continental Mark III. By the late 1960s, Lincoln was in trouble. Sales were down, and the brand needed a change. That's when Ford's Lee Iacocca stepped in with a bold idea. Take the Ford Thunderbird's platform, give it a Rolls-Royce-style grille, and create a luxury coupe that exuded power and prestige. The result? The Continental Mark III. Under the hood, a massive 7.5-liter V8 cranked out 500 pound-feet of torque, launching the 2.5-ton coupe from 0 to 60 in just 8.6 seconds. Impressive for a luxury car of its size. Inside, the Mark III was pure opulence, featuring plush leather seats, wood trim, and high-end features like power windows, climate control, and a premium sound system. The Mark III wasn't just successful, it saved Lincoln. In its first year, it outsold the Cadillac Eldorado and turned the struggling Lincoln Mercury division into a moneymaker. Without it, Lincoln might not have made it to its 50th anniversary, let alone its 100th. Up next at number 5, the 1990 Lincoln Town Car. The 1990 Town Car was the perfect mix of classic American luxury and modern engineering. It kept the spacious interior, plush seats, and whisper-quiet ride that made the Town Car famous, but refined the formula with sleeker styling, better performance, and advanced technology. Built on the Panther platform, it featured a smooth 4.6-liter overhead cam V8, speed-sensitive steering, and a refined suspension that gave it a more confident feel on the road. Its aerodynamic design helped reduce wind noise, making highway cruising even more effortless. Inside, the Town Car delivered premium comfort, leather seats, wood trim, automatic climate control, digital gauges, and a high-end audio system. Named Motor Trend's Car of the Year in 1990, the Town Car remained a bestseller for over 2 decades, proving that timeless American luxury never goes out of style. Next up at number 4, the 2020 Lincoln Aviator. The 2020 Aviator was Lincoln's bold return to the luxury SUV market, built to rival high-end brands like BMW and Mercedes-Benz. A twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 delivered 400 horsepower. However, it was the Grand Touring Hybrid model that stole the show, with 494 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque, one of the most powerful SUVs in its class. Paired with a 10-speed automatic and available all-wheel drive, it offered smooth power, sharp handling, and serious towing capability. Inside, Lincoln spared no expense. Massaging leather seats, a 28-speaker Revel Ultima audio system, and a fully digital cockpit made it feel like a high-end lounge. Every detail, from the ambient lighting to the fine upholstery, reinforced Lincoln's commitment to craftsmanship. The Aviator wasn't simply another luxury SUV. It set a new standard, proving that Lincoln could compete at the highest level. Next up, at number 3, the 1993 Lincoln Mark VIII. The Mark VIII was Lincoln's last great luxury coupe, and it made sure to stand out. With its sleek aerodynamic design, hidden headlights, and flowing roofline, it looked years ahead of its time. Power came from a 4.6-liter DOHC V8 with 280 horsepower, launching the 3,750-pound coupe from 0 to 60 mph in just 7.1 seconds. But it wasn't just about the speed. The Mark VIII introduced adaptive air suspension, automatically adjusting for a smooth yet responsive ride. Inside, it blended classic luxury with modern tech. Leather seats, real wood trim, and a digital instrument cluster gave it a high-end feel, making highway cruising effortless. Though production ended in 1998, the Mark VIII remains a cult classic, an American coupe that balanced muscle and refinement like no other. At number 2, we've got the 1961 Lincoln Continental. Few cars are as iconic as the 1961 Lincoln Continental. Its squared-off design, rear-hinged suicide doors, and minimalist chrome made it a bold break from the flashy cars of the 50s. A 7.0-liter V8 delivered 300 horsepower, while power steering and advanced suspension made it one of the smoothest luxury rides of its time. Inside, leather seats, real wood trim, and automatic windows set a new standard for sophistication. History sealed its legacy. As John F. Kennedy's presidential limousine, it symbolized American elegance, until his tragic assassination in 1963 forever linked it to history. Decades later, the 1961 Continental remains a design masterpiece, defining Lincoln's legacy of understated luxury. And finally, at number 1, we've got the 1920 Lincoln Model L. The car that started it all. Designed by Henry Leland, it set the foundation for Lincoln as a luxury brand. Its V8 engine produced 81 horsepower, huge for the time, while its long hood, elegant lines, and handcrafted details made it a symbol of prestige. Inside, plush leather seats, real wood trim, and meticulous craftsmanship created a first-class experience. Buyers could customize body styles and finishes, making each car unique. Despite its high price, the Model L became a favorite among the elite, cementing Lincoln's legacy of refinement. Without it, Lincoln wouldn't exist today, and that's why it's number 1 on our list. Which of these Lincolns do you think deserves a comeback? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more rare and iconic car content.